Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You were when a motherfucker hot stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga, boof. I'm an 88 pack nigga, boof. I mean, Dave Walker, drink blood, trains out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the.
But one of these kids is doing his own thing. Now it's time to play our game. It's time to play our game.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. Time to bleed. Nah. The classic beef and broccoli Tim boot is going to remain on the side of his neck until I choose to remove it. Y'all remember the beef and broccolis? I still got a pair of those in my closet. Classic. We got a building. Coward no. Salute. Stay connected. Salute. Jose Diaz, King Jr., Calvin Johnson in the building. Salute. Eric Holt, Tab Investments, the Brothers UK in the building, the Sensei Stormy B-Man in the building. Everything boxing and sports. My brother Keon is in the building. Salute, fam. Dill Spooley. MP, what the fuck? Jeffrey H. Lopez, Outlaw Jr. Salute, salute, salute. Stephen Lamont Hawkins. Love is the word. Salute, sis. Xavier Martinez. Yo, what up? Big Block. Jelly Bean. Jason. Ring Dragon TV. Salute. G5 mother effing Gabe in the building. Salute, famo. Smash the like button as you come on in. Yes, sir. So I saw a conversation, Big Texas, J.A. Dixon, salute. I saw a conversation, where the hell was I? That's Mr. Rivera, salute, fam, how you? Where did I see this? SB Man Rock 4, salute. J. Petty, salute. And I don't know how this happened, but somebody was comparing Teo to Bud. Anthony, salute. And salute to you, and I believe in that, what was that, the Venmo or the Zelle? Salute to you, fam. I got that. Much love and appreciation to you, fam. Much love and appreciation. Brown on Boxing, Devontae Moore, salute. So I didn't, I don't, on social media, you don't talk to strangers. You know what I mean? You don't talk to strangers. You got to treat social media. Zell, much love and appreciation, Anthony. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Joe, salute. Social media, I've learned not to talk to strangers because you can just try and engage in a conversation and the person could be a complete and total lunatic. So I'm watching this conversation. I said, no. And I said, would it be in poor taste for me to screenshot this? And it would have, in my opinion. Thrill Hill, 88 Sports Talk, Faith and Cross. Salute. I said, that would be in poor taste because it's not my conversation. But I read it and I said, man, because there was a lot of people agreeing that there was no difference between Bud and Teofimo Lopez. I said, no. No. And I mean, there was a good amount. Brooklyn born, salute. A good amount. And I'm looking, I said, you know what? First of all, it was scary how many people were agreeing that these guys were basically the same. That is ridiculous. Brooklyn born, FBT TV, Robert Singleton, salute. That is ridiculous. So what I'd like to do, with the help of the family, we're gonna take a walk through their careers. We're gonna take a walk. Lamont, salute. Because this was crazy. And I forget where I was looking at. You know how sometimes you end up somewhere and you end up just looking at the conversation. You're like, wait a minute, what the hell's going on this page? St. Louis Mix in the building. Rick Blackwell, salute. I'm like, what's going on here? What's happening here? King Bonnie, salute. Yes, Stormy. I'm going to play it a couple of times. Man, listen. This ain't make no damn sense. I mean, right off the tip of my head, let's be petty. I never seen Bud look like this. Look at Teo, look at Bud. I never seen Bud. Let's start there. I never seen Bud look like that. Macadam 1, Queen 71, salute. Let's start right there. Let's start like that. This is petty, but it's true. When have you seen Bud look like that? Ever? He's gotten a little swollen. He's gotten buzzed. He's gotten dropped. We ain't never seen him look like that. Let's start there. Mansa Musa lifestyle. And for the Teo lovers or whatever name, I don't think Teo's even popular enough to call his dick riders a name. I don't think he's popular enough to even nickname his fan base a name. Don't even give him a nickname because he's irrelevant. The takeover, the fakeover, that's enough, man. His fan base, who are you? Kyrie World, salute. Who are these guys other than close family members and close friends? Come on, man. There's no difference. I mean, there's nothing. There's a fundamental difference. There's a physical difference. Jay Good, salute. A condo, what up? Are you kidding me? So let's start there. Bud never looked like this. Bud convincingly has won every fight he's ever had. He's had some close ones, but he's won every fight he's had. Now, we can say Teo has not. But I'm leaving this picture up for a reason. 919, salute. You never seen Bud look like that. So let's start there. Because that was something I saw in that comment section. Like, yeah, they're the same. They're identical. I'm like, whoa. And I want to say something so bad. Cassandra, salute, sis. Unique Dawn, salute. Copper Aborigine, salute. Windy City Assassin in the building. I said, whoa. I want to say something so bad, but I don't talk to strangers on social media. And I was looking so hard. I said, is that family anywhere on this page? And I didn't recognize anybody. I said, I ain't saying nothing. Because what happens is you say something, and what's happened to me, I don't think I'm a rock star, but what ends up happening is I'll say something. For example, it happens on anything that Team Bomb Squad puts up. Deontay will post something, how he's living life. Marcellus, Malik, and I'll say something. I won't even say so. I'll put up the strong arm or the flames, and then here comes somebody. Yeah, hell, Bomb Squad. Oh, yeah, Drew Titan. It's like they was waiting to talk to me. And they're more than likely blocked over here. And they try and get me on Instagram, get engaged with me on Instagram. I'm like, no, sir. And let me tell you about Instagram's block game. Box fan, salute. Syria 357, salute. Bernard Gilbert, salute. Let me tell you about Instagram's block game. And I've been in talks with Google and YouTube. And they're working on this. Michael Moody, salute. Fat Cat Shadow Boxer. Michael Moody, salute. Yes, exactly. We're going to cover that. Exactly. Michael Moody, exactly. Bud is undisputed for real. He was undisputed for real. He wasn't faking. Instagram's block game is strong. When you're tired of somebody and you select to block their ass, it's an option that comes up and it says, just block this account or block any other account that this person chooses to make. And you can just click that and you'll never, ever, ever have to hear from them again. And they won't even see you. And in the event that they do see you with 400 different accounts, they could say whatever about you or try and tag you into something. And when they try and tag you, the system will let them know you're tagging someone that won't even see it. Everyone else will see it. They can put up entire 3-hour streams or whatever they want to do about you, but you won't see it. Why? You're irrelevant. They're irrelevant. The block game is strong on Instagram. That's why they ain't supposed to talk. That you will block their whole existence. It's like they don't even exist. It's like they'll be standing next to you. It's like the movie Ghost. You're talking to them and they just don't see you. So what's the point in talking about somebody, but they don't even know that you're talking about them? YouTube is in the process of implementing that. Yes. Short version. Gene Gross, salute. You block them, right? You're blocking their phone numbers and their IP address. For someone to troll you, do you know what they have to do? They got to get a whole new phone number. They have to go to their grandma's house and get on her internet and create a whole other account. So you got to drive across town to grandma's house, get on her internet, create a goddamn account to come troll you just to get blocked again. Oh my God, some people are sick. But anyway, back to boxing. That's why I didn't say nothing on the page. I just read it. And I'm like, there's a lot of people that think that these guys are the same. They're not the same. That's right, Cassandra. I got it on deck. I got a lot of surprises in 2022. These guys are not the same. Let's start with the face. Bud has gotten swollen. But I never seen him get cut like this. So soak this in. Soak it in. Look at that. Look at that. I believe the picture on the left is when Bud became, K-Rod, salute. When Bud became Undisputed. That's real hardware he has. It's earned. Dysfunctional veteran in the building, salute. That's real hardware he has in the building. Look at that. He won it. He earned it. Shemaine Callahan, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Copper, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Maganon, look. That's real hardware he earned in the ring. You see the picture on the right? Dexter Carroll, salute. The picture on the right was just this past Saturday. Whatever hardware he had, what happened? What happened? Huh?
But one of these kids is doing his own thing. Now it's time to play our game. It's time to play our game.
How uncomfortable did Canelo look in that picture? Oh, you like my Christmas stocking? I asked the child not to put that there. And what does the child do? You know, let the child live. AI, salute. Snacks be in the building. Salute to Sean in that super chat. Much love and appreciation. He said, salute, Drew. Been working hard lately. Just dropping by to show some support. Hashtag LDBC. Hashtag family. Yo, salute, Sean. Salute, Sean. I appreciate you. I appreciate you stopping in, man. Keep working hard, brother. You know what I mean? Taquan Savage, salute. No doubt, fam. Much love and appreciation to you. Boxing and barbecue in the building. Is Bud Crawford's, and I'm just keeping it so simple. We don't even have to get technical. Now that I think about it. Because there's small things that stand out. Small things like Teo Sr., Teofimo Lopez's father. I think that's Teo Sr. Running around in camps, being belligerent. He ran up in the workout, George Kambosos. I don't know what happened there. Cursing, screaming, acting real niggardly. Salute to my brother G5 Gabe in the building. Much love and appreciation. He said Teo put bad juju in the atmosphere, and he got this. He did. G Flack Escobar official. Where's my wrench? Messing around, Grand Rising. Drew in the chat. Let's get this salute. Salute, fam. Thrill Hill. Salute. I never even seen a picture of Bud's father. His family shows up to all the fights. You know, he's doing the cha-cha slide in the ring, celebrating with his mommy. Great job. You don't see her running around up in people's camps and cursing people out. Listen, man, PJ's big dog in the building. Listen, man, Roger, salute. Yeah, he was joking. Leave him alone. He was joking. Yeah, I gotta be careful with the jokes. He was joking though. Michael Moody, I do believe he was worse than Angel Garcia. Angel Garcia, you know, he's just a potty mouth. And for the most part, I can ignore it. But Teo Sr. he ran up on the whole camp, cussing and screaming like he was actually gonna throw hands. I was like, man, I never seen Jack Mosley do that. I've never seen Floyd Sr. do that. He talked a lot. I've never seen it. I know Robert Garcia is Mikey Garcia's older brother, but he's a former pro fighter. I still believe that if he ran up and fought another trainer, I still believe he literally could hurt somebody. I mean, think about what I'm saying. Robert Garcia, this is muscle memory. He used to be a fighter. You know, and he's not like sick. He's just not like in fighting shape, of course, you know. I never seen him do that. Run up on somebody. So, you know, what's wrong with this guy? I looked at that. I said, man, come on. He ain't got to do all that. I mean, ride for your son. I get it. You know, Danny Garcia's dad, you know, ride for your son. I get it, man. That's your son. I get it. But that behavior, and you'll hear this a lot from me, is unbecoming. Boxiana in the building, salute. My brother Xavier says, I don't know Angel Garcia worse. Remember how he ran up on Zab and also on Keith Thurman using the N-word all over the place. Yeah, well, you know, yeah, I'm not justifying that at all. Zab would have kicked his ass. Crazy. Yeah, man, but you know, I think a lot of these guys used to niff too. I think they dabbed a little. That's just Shamar, salute. That's just my opinion. You know, you see certain behavior and it reminds you of certain things. If you've been around, you've seen like, you know, he's making jokes about fish scale. Who else would know about fish scale? Bruce goes in the building. Who else would know about fish scale? Either you sold it or you dabbed in it or a little bit of both. Makes you wonder, don't it? But, you know, unbecoming is the word. And Teo's dad, Teo, his behavior is unbecoming. You know, if I talk reckless about somebody, Boxiana says they're mathematicians. Yeah, I bet. AB, salute. If I talk bad about somebody, before I talk good about them, I'm gonna say why. It's like, yo, I don't like who did this. I don't like when she did that, but they did this, and that. Like, for instance, when Teofimo went and got that Triller money, when Bob Aaron was giving him a nightmare about footing the bill for a fight, he said, okay, let's go to Triller. And Triller said, yo, we're gonna give you that $6 million. I did a video and said, yo, well played, Teofimo. Get your money. Well played. I said it. Well played. You got your money. Now beat Kambosos and go fight Devin Haney, please. Okay, Kambosos is a mandatory, but beat him and go fight Devin Haney, please. You got your $6 million. Okay, good. Remember when I said that? Because he stuck at the bar. Remember that? What's the problem when you stick at the bar? You got to stick it to Bob on the way out, which kind of explains why Bud was kind of quiet with certain things. It kind of makes sense. Kind of. But if I talk bad about anybody that my son could potentially face in the future, or even if they were never going to be in the ring together, if I talk bad about these persons, I'm not going to have my son. I'm like, I don't care how far in the future it is. I'm like, no, get away from him. Get away from him. Don't stand next to him. Remember what I said about him? I still stand on it. Drew, what are you talking about?
They're so retarded, man. I mean, nobody knows shit about boxing, man. You know, like Triple G and Canelo and all these guys, they're bums, bro. They're bums. You know what I'm saying? They're bums, bro.
No, but
because
let me ask you.
they gotta go in the inside to throw their punches and connect. You know why you think Floyd destroyed Canelo? Nah? Because Canelo's an inside fighter. Lomachenko's an inside fighter. All these guys, Triple G can't do nothing unless he's inside. All these guys are inside fighters. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you stand still and you're faster than them, you're quicker than them, you're smarter than them, and you know what they're gonna do before they do it, they freeze. That's what we call it. The phrase is freeze.
Push the weight and now flex. Push the weight and now flex.
But one of these kids is doing his own thing. Now it's time to play our game. It's time to play our game.
It just dawned on me, I don't even need to get deep with this conversation. My mind was blown when I was reading that on the gram yesterday. I said, what is this? They're not the same. They are not the same. How dare you? How dare you? They are not the same at all. How dare you? Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Was Bud walking around? Did he show up to the Errol Spence fight with all of his belts from 140? I want to know, Andrew Charles, salute. Kyler Duke, salute. Jay Boomin, what up? I want to know how did Teo walk around the Caleb Plant Canelo Alvarez fight with all of those belts? Where were they? Where were they? Were they locked in the truck? Did he have them all up down to his collarbone? Was he walking around with it in a suitcase? G5 gave in that super chat. Salute. He says, so I guess Teo froze then. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Because he looked like he was playing catch up the whole fight. I've seen, you want to talk about fighting styles? I've seen Bud make adjustments in the ring, right there in the middle of the ring. Okay, conventional's not working. Let me go southpaw. Boom. Win. Win, 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 win. Regardless of how we feel about Bud, if it's personal, fine. My feelings toward Bud is not personal. I want him to sit down with Errol Spence in the room, and I don't want them to come out of the room unless they have an agreement. Because they need to do that for the culture. Those are the two best fighters in the game at 147. They need to get it done. That's all I'm saying. But to compare him to Teofimo Lopez, don't stop. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's ridiculous. I wanted to screenshot these conversations so bad, but I said, you know what? You got to mind your business. You got to mind your business. But there are people that actually were saying that. I want to know how the hell he walked around with those belts all night. Somebody could have robbed him. It's not like Teo got a monster entourage. He ain't that popular. You kidding me? What, his dad and who else? I saw, matter of fact, we was in Vegas. Teo Sr. was sitting right behind me in the food court there at the MGM Grand. When we left, I gave him a little head nod. He, he was with some dude that looked like a biker, some heavyset guy with a jacket on, and somebody else. He was with like three people. So you go to the Canelo fight with all your hardware. Did you lock it in a room or something? But he brought it there for that moment, because if Caleb Plant won, he still would have been there taking a picture. Him and Caleb ain't cool that I know of. Phenomenal Mexican, salute. B&B Boxing, salute. Mr. Miyagi, West Baltimore, salute. Dana Branch, salute. Yes, ma'am. I want to know where were those belts the whole time. And this is how much of a mark he is. Really think about it. If Caleb won, he's undisputed. Teofimo's still there taking the picture. Hey, Teo, go there and take a picture with him. The difference is, and this is something else they said there, but here's the difference. The difference is, Teofimo Lopez was never really undisputed. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care how you feel. I don't care what Mauricio Sulaiman tried to say. We know the truth. You know what really bothered him? What really bothers him is that Dean West, salute. What really bothers him is that every time there's a mic in his face, Devin Haney's name comes up. Difference is you got a majority of the hardware. You need one belt. And when they ask you about him, you say email champion, and he don't want the fight, and I'm doing other shit. And they threw the mic in Devin's face. Whole time he's working. He either just got done doing work, or he's about to do some work, or it's during work. And his response is, he's ducking me. You see the difference? He's ducking me. I've tried to get the fight. I've walked up on him. He said everything, but isn't that a shirt? They say everything but fight. Isn't that a shirt? Didn't they patent that? Guess what? That's true. That's true. I swore I saw a bill walking around with that. It said it on the shirt. Something like they say everything but fight. That's true. No one could tell me that Devin Haney was not trying to get the Teofimo Lopez fight. You know what else also true? Bill Haney's correct. Did Teofimo not fuck up the money? You made $600,000. I don't know what he made versus the Kambosos fight, but prior to that, he only made $600,000. Thor Hill says, how about Teo and Gary Antoine Russell at 140? You know what? I think Teo shot his load, man. It was all a farce. Gary Antoine kills him. Josh Taylor kills him. Teal's not beating anybody at 140, not based off what we've seen this past Saturday. Anthony Lamar, salute. He goofed it up. This is what I said yesterday. This is what I said in my videos. Windy City says champ side. Yes, that's what it was. Yes. Salute the champ side. This guy. Now, watch this. If he fought Devin months ago and lost, he'd still have some marketability. Why? Because he lost to Devin. And this is no disrespect to George Kambosos, because now, based off of what I've seen, he's legitimate. He beat a legitimate guy. George is legitimate, but was he on any of our radar? When that fight was announced, we was like, oh, come on. Why? Because we had our heart set on Devin Haney in Undisputed. But then we know how it is. When a fighter has multiple belts, those are all IBF, WBO, WBC, WBA, and they have ranking systems. And somebody's up next. Mandatory. There's always some guy saying, yo, I've been mandatory 2 years. What the fuck? Can I get paid? I got a mortgage. I got a kid in college. Car note, rent due. I'm not stepping aside unless you're compensating me. If this fight is worth $800,000 to me, but you're going to pay me $1 million to step aside, I'll step aside. But if you're not paying me that, I want my fight. Justifiably so. No disrespect to George, but we weren't checking for him. Why? The bigger fight was against Devin Haney. And the bias is, we fucks with Devin Haney over here. Bottom line. We don't want to hear nothing about no goddamn mandatories. When we hear mandatories, don't we be like, oh, man. Unless your name is King Kong Ortiz and AJ's ducking you. Right, salute. Honestly. Mr. Miyagi, yeah. I don't. You know what? Let me make my point, then I'm gonna address that. We were more focused on Undisputed. We didn't care who George Kambosos was. We weren't checking for him over here. Look at his record. He ain't even got that many fights. We weren't checking for him. We weren't. But we know who he is now. Thank you, Teo. Thank you. Now we know who he is. And watch this. We liked what we saw. He came to your backyard. Now what? What you finna do now? I want to show y'all something. Lord, not that. What the hell is it? Where is it at? I hope it's... Yo, here it is. This is when I knew shit was real. This is when I knew shit was real. Oh, man. I knew it was real when I saw this.
Beat the ball. Paid the cost to 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 beat the ball.
I could have swore he had shades on. I must have been thinking about another picture. I was thinking about when he was dressed up like Neo and he stared down Teofimo, and it was funny. But he's walking. That's Times Square. The slow walk. He came to New York, slipped the jab, salute, fam. Advanced intellectual, salute. 254 Dunson, salute. He came straight to New York in your backyard and said, give me that. He said, yo, give me that. Let me get that. Let me get that. And this fool had no rematch clause. I need to know what the hell that's about. No rematch clause? You really thought, oh my God. Yo, he thought shit was sweet. And then you get dropped in the first damn round? So salute to the brother, Mr. Miyagi. He said, yo, Drew Teo is better than that we saw. But he had no game plan because he didn't respect dude. True story. He was too emotional. Plus, he too big for 135. He looked drained. There were things. I heard he had a problem making weight. I heard. And I'm reading Slip the Jabs comment. Yeah, I accept no excuses. And that's the response. Champions should be ready. Do you remember? And I don't think this is on the level of T Hunt salute. I don't think this is a level of a Buster Douglas, Mike Tyson upset. But as soon as the bell rang, there was excuses. The long count it was kind of long. I ain't gonna hold you. Tom Etheridge, salute. Brian Peters, salute. And there was some truth to what Don King was saying. There was some truth to it. But what was also true is that Mike got rid of his corner. And if you look back at the fight, this is something you didn't notice in real time. His corner was incompetent. Those were his friends, holding a bag of a glove with water in it as a cold compress. And you didn't notice that during the fight. You was just noticing, yo, Mike getting his ass whooped. What? You didn't notice that until later, that his corner was messed up. And then you're like, oh, that's what happened. No, that's not what happened. There was things leading up to that. First thing, he didn't take Buster Douglas seriously. Second thing, Buster Douglas was going through some life changes. And, hey, man, he said, what's the worst I can do? Lose? Hold my beer. The man lost his mama. You think he's scared of Mike Tyson? DJ Zion Love, salute. He's like, nah, watch this. He came in the best shape of his life and fought the greatest fight of his life. And then you notice, wait a minute, he is bigger. Buster's like 6'5", like an 82-inch reach, something crazy. He kept him on the tip of that jab and boxed his face in. And on top of that, Mike wasn't prepared. When you're a champion on a level, you're supposed to be prepared. You never seen Floyd Mayweather go into a fight unprepared. We can say what we want about him. All lives matter. I don't protest. I go to Gucci, whatever it is. We don't like him when he does certain things. But when it came to that boxing, he never showed up with love handles. There's not one time he got in the ring, you ain't see a six-pack. The most out of shape you ever seen Floyd was he fought the Japanese kid in the exhibition. He looked soft, but you saw what happened. And he trained when he fought Paul. Knocked Paul out on his feet. We saw it. It happened fast, but we saw it. So he took it seriously. You never seen Manny Pacquiao coming out of shape. You never seen him coming out of shape. You know, drug allegations and everything because we alleged he was on drugs. He was never caught. But we know what time it is, but we never seen him out of shape. Never seen him out of shape. If Teo had a problem making 135 and he should be at 140, why was he trying to? He said in an article, I'm going to put my hardware up against Josh Taylor's hardware to see who's the best. First of all, Josh Taylor entertaining Teofimo Lopez is a step backwards. That's number one. Number two, what does he want your unified titles for? He's not defending at 140. I mean, at 135. What does he want that shit for? He don't want that shit. Marcellus Davis, salute. He doesn't want that. For what? And you're not even undisputed. For what? What does he want that for? What are you doing? Who you think you're talking to? Who you think you're fooling? Then he said he wanted to go up to fight Josh Taylor at a catch weight of 137, 138 or something crazy like that. I was like, this kid is out of his mind. And not for nothing. Salute to my brother, the expert genius. He said, I just recovered Teo's mind and landed in OKC. Because he damn sure lost it. He damn sure lost it. All of them. Father and son. The apple don't fall far from the tree. Teo's behavior makes sense. Because look at his dad. Look at his dad. It makes sense. Am I being disrespectful by saying this? No. I'm telling you the truth. They done lost their cotton picking mind. They thought they won the fight. Where? Stop. There is no Lopez fan. I don't think his fan base is big enough. There's a few of them out there because that thread I was reading, I said, oh, whoa, I better not say anything here. These people are crazy. And when you see a bunch of people arguing and fussing and fighting, there's a ghost in my house. My TV came on for no reason. My TV just came on for no reason. I'm not even turning around. I'm going to turn around and the bitch from The Ring is going to be standing behind me. It's a ghost of my mother. That TV came on for no reason. Anyway, Anwar Willis, salute. Lambros K, salute. Johnny Q, what up? Rick Blackwell in that super chat. That wasn't a glove. That was a glove. Oh boy. Oh man. Oh man, Kinetic, what up? Romano Vasquez, salute, man. How you feel, brother? Do I think Haney's going to Australia? Alan Cummins, salute. Do I think? Thesis GQ, salute. Yeah, that was his mind turning on my TV. I think I think Devin wouldn't be opposed to the idea. Devin will fight anybody anywhere. But y'all know my stance. I'm not too fancy on American fighters going anywhere to do anything of note outside of the United States. And this isn't a shot against George Kambosos. I just know how things are. Anthony says Australia is a mess right now. Really? I don't know what. Is there something going on over there? I don't know. I'm not educated about it. Is there something happening? Geo James, salute. Is there something political happening over there? Like, are people starving and fighting in the streets? Could a boxing match jumpstart the economy? I don't know. Is something going on in Australia? I don't know. I would much rather the fight be right here in Vegas. Or in MSG. The big room next door, the real room. In MSG. And speaking of the real room, here's the difference. Opulent LD, F Lord, salute. Here's the difference. That's right, Vasquez. Pacquiao got jobbed in Australia. Anthony says they're trying to lock people down for not getting the vaccine. Oh, you know what? Stay away from that. That's all you got to say. This thing, ATL, salute. Oh, the protesters on lock? Oh, no. You don't go there. They're probably going to do themselves harm. So that means they'll have a big old stadium, but a portion of the people in there are only going to be the ones that are vaccinated. The people that are not vaccinated are not going to be allowed. That's a fight right there. Man. Yeah, with that vaccine thing, man, once you throw that in the mix, you don't want no parts of that, man. Just go where it's easy to make the fight, you know. I Am Legend Boxing in the building. He said Australia's still segregated in the 80s. Wow. Yeah, just that if it's gonna be an issue making that, I mean, on paper it sounds good, you know, because he's a rock star over there now. He gotta be. But when there's political situations happening, you don't want to get in the middle of that. ATL said they burning shit down. Yeah, don't even get in the middle of that. I wouldn't. D-Man Jr., salute. I wouldn't even get in the middle of that. Just have the fight on the stage, so there's no, you know, ain't nobody gonna do George dirty. I'm confident of that now because I was worried when it went to the cards. I was like, you know what? This is boxing. Teo clearly lost his fight. He only won the round that he hurt Kambosos in when he dropped him. I think that was round 10. And y'all noticed that he couldn't close the show. You know what I mean? So if he can't make 135 anymore, maybe that's why he was flirting. And I have it on good word that was the play the whole time, y'all. I have it on good word that was the play the whole time. I'll say it again. I have it on good word that was the play the whole time. Let me read something. Kevin Kelly said Teo's father told him they were going to fight Josh Taylor, right? Did y'all know that? Y'all didn't know that. Kevin Kelly, the Flush and Flash, Teo's father, Teofimo Lopez Sr., told Kevin Kelly we're going to fight Josh Taylor. Yep. I'm reading this text right now. Them losing to Kambosos was not in the itinerary. That was not in the plan. That's why there was no rematch clause, more than likely. Salute to my brother Trick Nolte. They had no intentions on fighting Devin Haney. They had no intention on fighting Devin Haney. And I forgot that mentioned that we had that conversation months ago. And I kind of forgot. No, I didn't kind of forgot. I forgot. 2 G's up. Salute. I forgot about that. But Teofimo Lopez Sr. told Kevin Kelly, the Flush and Flash, that we plan on fighting Josh Kelly. That was months ago. I think that was before they even announced. Ramel Lane, salute. That was announced before. That information was before they even announced the Kambosos fight that was postponed for like 5 times. I remember that. So guess what? He never planned on fighting Devin Haney. Cursor, what up? He never planned on fighting Devin Haney. This is why I'm celebrating this. Now, all of this stuff, that ain't Bud. Bud don't cut like that. I haven't seen it. Bud is really undisputed. He's not a franchise champion. Now, he's had some issues, you know. I think he should have took the 40%. Whatever, he didn't do it. But he really was undisputed. Ghetto Life Boxing, salute. He really was undisputed at 140. Like, for real. How many titles he has and how many divisions? Tay, come on, sis. Put it in the chat. How many weight divisions he's a champion? Could have swore he came through 135 too, right? Please, and I don't know if Ryan Wright, salute. I don't know if anybody on that page is even here. But if you was agreeing that Teofimo and Bud is basically the same, stop that crap, man. Stop that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Bud is he's in a different universe. All right? Teo is in his own world. He's mental. Phil Hill, I don't. They got us walking around with a vaccination card and you can put it on your cell phone. This shit is a nightmare. Bilal Sim, salute. Andrew Gray, salute. Bro. I can't believe. All right, I got another one for you. I'm gonna go here. I don't care. You know why? Because Teo upset me because I was supporting him. Was Bud on TV crying over this girl? Uh-oh. Going there? Yeah, I'm going there. You seen Bud crying over some girl because the family won't accept her? KO, what up? Crying over this girl? What, is that too low? That's a low blow? It's not a low blow. Why? We wouldn't know about it unless he said something. When I saw that, I said, yo, what are you doing? My family won't accept her. My family don't accept her. I love her. I was like, ee. Jonah Lucky, salute. I said, this kid's sensitive. What he needs is therapy. Athletes, when they're not mentally tough, they need therapy. Mike Tyson, strong guy, will knock your head right off your shoulders. But what happens when it's just mano a mano with the camera and you start talking about his life and you opening up that box? He start crying. You start crying. What happens when he got in the ring with somebody that hit him back and it's round 10 and that person's still in front of him? He fold. What happens when the kid in school that was always bullying other people? Those kids was never normal. I don't care if they were super rich or super poor. If they were super poor, it made sense. Like, yo, why are you bullying people? Everybody poor. If they were super rich, you're like, yeah, you got everything you want. You got a big house, big car. What's wrong with you? My uncle be touching me and my dad don't believe me. Okay, so you come to school and beat everybody up because you're mad. See, makes sense. Issues. Teo has unresolved issues. Was his behavior normal? I'm undisputed. No, you're not. Email champion. You know what really messed with Teo? That Lomachenko thought that he was easier work than Devin was. Picture this. Lomachenko fights Devin. I clearly think Devin beats Lomachenko. Now Teo gotta go see him. There is no franchise status. If Lomachenko didn't ask for it, he fights Devin Haney. He loses to Devin Haney. One of two things happens. Teofimo will have to fight Devin, or anyway, he'd have went to Mauricio. Yo, man, can I get that franchise shit? You know how I get down. Mauricio would have said yes. You know why. He said yes. And said, yo, look, they gave this to me. I'm undisputed. I ain't got to fight Devin now. I just read something to you that it slipped my mind. Teo Sr. told Kevin Kelly months ago that we plan on going up in weight to fight Josh Taylor. Amen. Salute to Robert Singleton. And that super chat, much love and appreciation. He said, Drew, would you say Teo is Thurman 2.0? Keith Thurman just ducked Errol Spence. He's calling for smoke now. I think he means it now because I think now, in this point, Vince Valborn, salute. I think now at this point, Keith is concerned about legacy. I don't think money is his issue anymore. He secured that already. But I think right now, he reads what's going on online and we're clowning him. We're clowning him right now. And Jay Cooley, I see you. Young World, salute. Kamara, salute. Solo Dolo, salute. I don't think I wouldn't call him Keith. I think that's disrespect to Keith. Because, yo, check this out. Keith, look at his resume. Look, he fought Sean Porter. He fought Danny Garcia. Now, he did duck arrow, and we hold his feet to the flames for that. He's calling for Bud in about 8 months. Makes sense of it. You ain't been in the ring in 2 years, but hard body J Timo, salute. I don't know. Yeah, I saw that phenomenal Mexican. Slick Tom, salute. I would put him in Victor Ortiz 2.0. You know why? Because Victor Ortiz's breakout fight was against Andre Berto, and Andre Berto at that time was undefeated. And they were building up the fight to Floyd Mayweather. And Berto went in there and laid an egg against Victor Ortiz. And boom, Victor Ortiz got the fight. Yeah, Victor Ortiz made Maidana famous. I mean, we could do this all day, man. You know what I'm saying? Mike 202, salute. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that something? So I think Teofimo is in a class by himself. You know why? Victor Ortiz never had as much gold that Teo had. Victor Ortiz, well, there was no franchise status back then. But this was this right here, I'm gonna say, is one of the worst ducks in the history of the sport, supported by a sanctioning body. You dig? Y'all understand what I just said? That franchise status is a duck belt. I don't subscribe to the, oh, well, Canelo went up to 175 and beat Kovalev, so I know he would have beat Jamal Charlo. And I know he would have beat Bubu Andre. And I know he would have beat Artur Beterbiev. I know he would have beat Dimitri Bivol. You don't know it. Like I said before, Roy Jones Jr. went to heavyweight and fought the most wounded animal of them all. I don't want to call John Ruiz a wounded animal. But think about it though. I'm gonna give Roy full credit for that. Credit. I can't even talk. I'm talking like Daffy. I'm talking like Tweety Bird. Credit. I'm gonna give him full credit for this win. I sound like Mike Tyson now, right? I'm gonna give him full credit for this win. Roy Jones Jr. went up and fought John Ruiz, and he gets full credit for that win. I mean, John Ruiz had some awesome fights against Evander Holyfield, and he beat him. You know, the guy that beat me twice at the fight, his ear needed some salt. Needed some salt and pepper for that ear. But Roy Jones Jr. went up and fought John Ruiz, and he beat him. He beat him handily. He did. Full credit. That was a shutout. John Ruiz didn't win one round when he fought Roy. One round. Roy did everything perfect. And they tried to discredit Roy's in round 12. Go listen to it. They tried to discredit Roy at the very end. That's why I hated HBO. And salute to my brother Ed Rock in that super chat. Much love and appreciation, man. I see you, fam. Good looking out. Roy boxed his face in. And John Ruiz was a rough, rugged 1-2, rub his beard in your eye, wrestle you. He was an eyesore. But there was something about his style that certain fighters couldn't get with. You had to get him out of there fast, like David Tua got him out of there fast. But if John Ruiz hung around, he was a problem. He could fight. But he was an eyesore. An eyesore to watch. But Kirk Johnson had a problem with him. I spoke to Kurt. I said, what happened in the fight? He said, yo, this guy's style was just, it was a problem. Evander Holyfield. Look at John Ruiz versus Evander Holyfield. Evander could not get off on him. Like, yo, there's something about him. Andrew Galata almost had him out in the first round. But And Roy went up in there and fought him perfectly. James Toney fought him pretty good too. But James Toney, popped dirty after that fight. But whatever. But at the very end of the fight, you hear Larry Merchant saying that. Not Larry Merchant. The other clown talking about, I'm sure Will in the building. Oh, well, Roy went up there. He knew which heavyweight to fight. And George Foreman says, nope, don't do that. People done paid their money for this pay-per-view. Don't do that. They was looking to discredit Roy the whole fight. And that was George Foreman's last HBO broadcast, by the way. I heard, I can't confirm this. I cannot confirm this. But I heard it was because he did that. That's what I heard. I don't know if that's true or not. I heard he straightened their ass out right on the air. Well, Roy knew who to go up to heavyweight and fight. Well, we knew he wasn't fighting 6'5" Lennox Lewis. Come on. And give Roy his credit. John Ruiz has a resume before he fought Roy. Look it up. He had a pretty good resume. Went up there and beat him. If Roy retired right there, after that fight, I did everything I wanted to do. I did everything I wanted to do. I came from 160. I'm the baddest man that ever laced up a pair of these Pensacola in the house. And if he retired, we'd have been good. A month later, Antonio Tarver, matter of fact, at that post-fight, Antonio Tarver ran up on him. Roy didn't have to entertain that. I'm the baddest man. Lace up these damn gloves. Pensacola in the house. Antonio Tarver, I'm a heavyweight now. If you want to fight me, you come to heavyweight. You come another 25 pounds. You can get it on. But if not, I round off to the sunset. Goodbye. Y'all must have forgot. He didn't have to fight Antonio Tarver. And you know what? We would have been good with it. Think about what I'm saying. We would have been good with it. Why? We just say, he just beat John Ruiz. Look at John Ruiz's resume. Look at how Antonio Tarver fight. Plus, he got a KO loss. Man, Roy beats this guy. And we'd have been walking around today saying Roy would have beat that guy. And Antonio would have had a chip on his shoulder today talking about, I'd have beat him. We'd have been like, sure. I'd have beat him. No, I'd have beat him. Sure. Okay. It could have went like that. It could have went like that, and we'd have bought it. But what happened? He looked normal the first fight. We said, oh, no, because he lost all that weight kind of fast. So, what happened in that rematch? What happened in that third fight? I'm saying, I'm sure, there's different universes where we go where Roy retired, and we are saying that. But no. Different dimensions and shit. What if? For my Marvel nerds out here. You see what I'm saying? So, what if? I'm not hearing Canelo. He had a duck belt. It was made for him. Charlo's up next. What do we do? I know. Let me make something up. Mr. Blap, salute. Let me make some shit up. This is the franchise status. Okay, what does it do? Is there going to be a tournament for it? Because that's what you're supposed to do. Have a tournament for it. It'd have been different if Mauricio said, this is what we call a franchise status. It's a belt. Okay, how do you get it? I'm having a tournament for it. Everyone's going to fight for it. And when you get it, then you could do what Canelo's doing. No, he just said, according to these rules and regulations, this guy represents our standards. A guy that popped dirty for drugs represents your standards. A guy that you suspended, a guy that dropped your title rather than fight Triple G represents your standards. What the fuck are your standards? Sorry, I don't want no parts of it. But they gave it to him instead of fighting Charlo. And we're wrong for saying, wait a minute. You're supposed to fight that guy. Now, y'all know how I feel about Charlo. But right is right. right? What are the WBC standards? So they gave it to him, and it's been a circus ever since. Now, from what I was told, it was supposed to be one, and then here comes Vasyl Lomachenko with one loss. You know, the guy that's supposed to be, I haven't seen anything like this since Muhammad Ali. Huh? Since Sugar Ray Leonard. What? Gets in there and loses to Orlando fucking Salido. You know, sometimes when I say time reveals all truth, sometimes it don't take long. You see that coming, did you? And you talk to the Lomachenko fans, you know what they'll tell you? Oh, well, you know, he was winning the second half of the fight. He still lost. Like he lost to Teofimo Lopez. Oh, well, y'all are just exaggerating. There's no organized effort, Nitty G, Lewis Hinton, salute. There's no organized effort to push certain guys. I'll be damned if Lomachenko was not sitting somewhere at a fight and ESPN put up his record and there was a 0 in the loss column. Do y'all remember that? I said, what the fuck? What is this? Hold on. Am I seeing things? I wipe my eyes and walk to my TV that turns on and off by itself, by the way. If that bitch from the ring is standing behind me, will y'all just press a 1 in there? So I'm wiping my eyes and say, did I see that? I go online, and not only was I not seeing things, but everybody saw it and took pictures of it with their phone. Like, nope, you didn't. They said Lomachenko was undefeated. I've read people say, you know what? I'm not counting the Salido loss. Why? It happened. Oh, well, he was winning the second half of the fight, and Salido fought dirty. It's still a loss. Well, how about this? Fight him again. He don't need to. He was winning the second half of the fight. What? What? And there's only a second pro fight. Wait a minute. Part of the major marketing plan of Vasyl Lomachenko is talking about how he has 5,000 amateur fights. But you the same guys that say, you know what? When Andre Ward was active, he don't do much. He's inactive. Well, but he won the Super 6. Oh, that was 1,000,000 years ago. Well, Vasyl Lomachenko's amateur career was 1,000,000 years before the Super 6. And y'all throw that in our face every time you talk about him. His amateur career always comes up. You know what's going to come up all the time when I talk about him? You know, Salido, he didn't run it back, but go ahead. Go ahead. H.L. McClain, salute. Mass Arms, salute. Cass, salute. You got to keep it 100 because I don't let things slide. It happened. Y'all don't let us forget a lot of shit. So we're going to remain consistent, at least when you talk to me. I don't play that shit. Teofimo Lopez requested a duck belt. Y'all remember when the franchise status wasn't transferable? Y'all remember that? I swear to God, it wasn't transferable. Mauricio Suleiman sat up in a barbershop. Shout out to Fred. He told Fred, not transferable. And we're listening to him explain it, and he couldn't explain his own goddamn invention. That's how you know him and Canelo sat in the room and said, what do we got to do to get him away from Charlo? We can't have Charlo representing us. You see why? Look at his behavior and imagine him running around with the WBC title. Smacking phones. Really think about it, but there was no legal way that they could deny him what is owed unless they invented the franchise status. You go ahead and take that, Jamal. We're going to give him this, and he's going to 168 anyway. But we're going to keep him away from you. They pay more attention to that franchise status and Canelo and the glamour and glitter and the red hair and the pale skin and shit than Jamal, who's undefeated in the workhorse. And y'all know how I feel about Jamal. Are y'all connecting the dots? But even with all of that, Teofimo was still not Canelo. Look at the resume. Even though I got a beef with Canelo with what he's done, Teofimo's still not Canelo. But his father want to set him up there, 503 line in a building. Father want to sit up there and go stand next to Canelo, son. This is a historic picture. Now it's a historic picture. Because we know the story. What happened after that? You got in there with Kambosos, and I would say you laid the egg, but you ain't laid the egg. You did the best you could. You just fought a guy that outboxes you. You didn't lay an egg. That was you. You couldn't make weight. That's your problem. You're a professional. It was your job to get your shit together. You got a problem with your girlfriend or your wife? That's your problem. Because soon as you get in that ring, all of that shit, you got to put that shit to the back burner. You got to fight. You got to win. You got to defend yourself. Protect yourself at all times. You could die in there. And what happened when that bell rang? First round, you got knocked on your ass. Let me see if I can find that. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, this guy. Boom. Okay, yeah, I found it. Yep.
Instinct is to get into a firefight with his opponent. And the takeover went down. That's what happens when you go look at it.
Lazy jab, right hook over the top, textbook. I know Stormy's smiling right now. Look at the lazy jab, right hand over the top. Look, look, look. Lazy. Look how boom! Come on. Come on. Hey, man, you know what the difference is between him and Bud? That happens to Bud. Bud gets up and whoops his ass. It's like Bud need to get hit to wake up. Y'all seen that? That's the first round. Takeover? Yeah, he shined later in the fight. Yeah. Yeah. And yo, look, you want to know what repetition does? I want you to see. Look at what Kambosos does after. Boom. You seen the roll after that? He was expecting something to come back. What he wasn't expecting was Teo to get dropped. Watch the roll after that. Look, look. Boom, roll. You saw that? He was on point. George was on point. That's repetition. That's professionalism. You see the roll after that? Do y'all know how important that is? He didn't stand there and admire his work. Look at the roll. Look at the roll after the hit. Boom, roll. You saw that? He was ready. He was ready. If Teo was not ready, he should have postponed the fight again. If he couldn't make weight, stop stuffing your goddamn face. Whatever you're going through with your girlfriend, allegedly, hold up. Honey, let me work this out. Because if I win this fight, I can have another payday. This roll after that was beautiful. Look at the roll after that. That's impressive. Chris Chandler, salute. Unscripted Virtuoso, salute. Kambosos is a problem. I'm going to say that. Yeah. Kambosos is a problem. He's legitimate. This was not a fluke, man. This was not a fluke. This was supposed to happen. Scottie Pippen looking ass. And I fucks with Scottie Pippen. But his nose is big. Mac of the South, salute. Yes, sir. Kambosos is a problem. He's legitimate. Silvestri, salute. The roll after that is important. One more time. Look at the roll. Boom, roll. Woo! Mr. Martin, that super chat. Much love and appreciation. He said, jab lazy is crap. Had he popped that jab, it takes some steam off that shot. And you know what? Let me say something else. That jab was giving Teofimo a headache all night. It was on his chin, his chest, the top of his head, his eye. His eye. He looked like the Cheetos. Oh, shit. Hey, hold on. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Here we go. G5 gave in the building. He said, Teo got that Owen Wilson. Oh, man. Here we go. Hold on, y'all. Drake Pottis, what up, Oak? Nervous wreck, salute, fam. Yeah, he need to fire his daddy. He need to change his whole camp. His daddy is taking him far as he can go. And he needs to switch. If you're going to go up to 140, good luck. Go up to the 140. But now, you done lost shit at 135. And I'm going to reiterate what I said. I put a video out on it. I said it yesterday on my live stream. Look at this here, man. Dig this here. Akai Smith, salute. Lord Sweat Will, salute. The only thing that gets Teo back in his good graces of boxing is, number one, if he shuts up, shut your goddamn mouth. And at this point, since you're formally undisputed, remember Dr. Evil? Laser cannon. So since you're formally undisputed, there's no light work. Vasily Lomachenko has some business to take care of. I trust he'll take care of it. And once he takes care of it, what better way to get back in the good graces of the sport and to make your statement but to rematch Vasily Lomachenko? And I'm going to go on record saying right now that he does not beat Vasily Lomachenko. He did it back then because I felt that Vasily stylistically couldn't deal with Teofimo. I thought Teofimo could do certain things in the ring that Vasily wouldn't be able to deal with. I thought that Teo was stronger. I thought that he would walk him down. And that didn't happen. What I didn't think about was I didn't know that Vasily Lomachenko would wait until the 6th round to start throwing punches. I was like, what? Oh, okay. And then he turned it on at the end, and Teo almost made a mistake in the 10th. But Teo was winning the fight, but after the 6th, I was like, yo, Teo just needs to hold on so he can win. And he did. But now, after I seen that fight, I said, man, what if Vasily was throwing punches from round 2 on? Vasily wins that fight. Vasily said, the judges. I said, Vasily, stop making excuses. Vasily said, my shoulder hurts. I said, God damn it, stop making excuses, right? Right? Excuses. Y'all hate excuses, right? Drug cheats, poison water. Y'all don't want to hear it. Y'all don't want to hear none of that shit. Y'all were dead silent when Vasily Lomachenko blamed judges, bob arm and a hurt shoulder. Y'all ate that up. Inconsistent. Vasily Lomachenko has surgery, comes out and says, all right, well, what you doing next? He says, I want Nakatani, the guy that gave Teofimo Lopez hell. I said, man, I don't like this fight. He ain't got to do this. Got in there. How do you say hold my beer in Russian? Got in there and whooped Nakatani's ass. I was sitting here like, oh, no. Teo don't need to see this guy. And he was talking shit like, yo, Teo's not undisputed. The belt I gave Devin Haney, he need to go get that. He's not undisputed. I said, you know what? Didn't he fight a little angry against Nakatani? He looked angry. This Lomachenko? You know, like when you're playing a video game and you beat the boss, and then later on in the game, you meet that same boss and it's different. The same patterns don't work. Teofimo don't want no part of this Lomachenko, especially now if you having a problem making 135. Oh, no. And I'm going to explain something to you. The only way he gets back in our good graces is if he rematches Lomachenko and beats him again. He's not going to do it. If he fights Lomachenko again and loses, what's next for Teofimo Lopez? Pack it up. Pack it up. Salute to my brother Opina LD in that super chat. Much love. He says Kambosos almost gave him the Honduran. Oh, Jesus Christ. The Honduran eye. Jesus. He almost invented it. Jeez Louise. Salute to my sister Queen 71 in the building. Said he made 0 adjustments. That overhand right was catching him all night. It sure was. He couldn't get out of the way. He was like, hit me, please. Please touch me. He hit him with so many overhand rights, he was begging for the left. And guess what? He ate the left jab too. I was waiting for the goddamn spin kick. Duck back kick you can on some Street Fighter shit. He was landing everything. And last but not least, Kambosos got up off the floor to win. You saw everything in that fight. You saw boxing skill. You saw a great gas tank. You saw a guy that had a proper camp because he got hit clean. He got dropped by the power puncher, Teofimo. Always dangerous. I never said Teofimo can't crack because he did. Daryl Alexander, salute. Knocked him down, and he was clearly hurt. So I'm thinking Teo's going to run across and try and make the ref stop it. He didn't even do that. And there was a lot of time left. The round ended. He went back, had his little bit of rest, and he was fine. Back to business as usual. Jab, jab, jab. And he said, I got caught because I made a mistake. He knew that. I like George Kambosos. I just hope, salute. I just hope that he keeps his word. There's no rematch clause because that was another concern of mine. There's no rematch clause. Devin Haney has to get past Jojo Diaz. Devin Haney has to get past Jojo Diaz. That's not a cakewalk, man. Jojo Diaz has tools. Once that happens, Eddie Hearn, sit down, make this fight. What's the fundamental difference between Bud Crawford and Teofimo? You notice I barely spoke about Bud. How much negative can I talk about Bud? I thought he should have took the 60-40. That's all. That's it. I spent the majority of this broadcast telling the truth about Teofimo Lopez. And by the way, take this to the bank. Teofimo Sr. told the Flushing Flash, Kevin Kelly, that they planned on fighting Josh Taylor all along, and that was damn near a year ago. So Devin Haney was never in the play, y'all. I have that on good word. So now y'all know. The takeover, I think not. Bud has his own universe. Teofimo and his dad are in a padded room. in their own little planet, bouncing off walls in a straitjacket. Boss, the Lopez family are in their own little planet, bouncing off padded walls, wearing straitjackets. I'm from the Bronx. It's easy, man. It's easy. Salute to everybody in the chat. I love y'all. Smash the like button on the way out, on the way in. Salute to y'all, man. Much love and appreciation to everybody. The Venmo, Cash App, Zelle, Super Chats. Y'all make this show. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to the Painful Excellence podcast. Grown folk talk only. There's no content there yet. Let me put the link in here for y'all. There's no content there yet, but it's gonna be there soon. That is not a boxing channel. It's grown folk conversation. We're gonna have a lot of fun over there, though, man. I'm gonna touch on a lot of topics. Some of y'all are gonna get mad. Some of y'all are gonna love it, but what you will be is entertained. It's adult conversations and real life situations approached with class, embracing our imperfections while striving towards excellence. It's a lifelong journey, so let's enjoy the ride. Learn from each other, and we're gonna have fun while doing so, man. But it needs to be had, and I can't do it here. So y'all make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe there. And salute to y'all, man.
But one of these kids is doing his own thing. Now it's time to play our game. It's time to play our game.
The General's on, y'all. Let's head over there. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bronx on deck. Move!